What does it actually take to restart a fire department? In 2025, Utica Fire Rescue got rocked by a corruption scandal. They were ground down to zero. No apparatus in the bay, no equipment, and no crew. On January 1st, 2026, they came back online. I'm here in Clark County, Indiana, to answer the question, what does it take to restart a fire department from scratch? Before you can rebuild the department, you've got to rebuild the people. And these are the people that are going to find the crew and the apparatus and the gear. So let's find out how they rebuilt the chief staff.
I went for the most experienced, most qualified people that I could get, which was all friends from my previous career in the fire service. We brought in a deputy chief that is full-time battalion chief at a very large department over on the Louisville side, an assistant chief that comes from the same department. This was an empty bay. None of this structure was here. We built all this because we needed a classroom, we needed a gear room. And we finished it in a weekend. We put the lights into the drop ceiling. We painted all of it. The classroom's all floored. We did all that ourselves. We built all this, all volunteer labor.
Now that chief was in place, what Utica actually needed wasn't just firefighters or names on a roster, but people who wanted to be part of a rebuild, who wanted to build culture, a new culture. Let's find out what it was like to find 40 new firefighters.
When we had the first open house, the place was packed. So I was looking for the guy that wanted to be a fireman. I told them, I said, what you can expect is real training. We're going to have real standards. We're going to train you to the IFSAC standard. We're going to test. You're going to be real firemen. I don't want these guys to ever feel like that they come to the firehouse to sit around and listen to old firefighter stories. That's not what Utica is about. We're here to be firefighters. We're here to help the community. We're here to do the job, irregardless of the pay. We're here to be firefighters. We had a lot of interest and a lot of people that wanted to be part of things. In fact, we had so much interest that we didn't have equipment for everybody. But the momentum built.
All right, so now you've got 40 new firefighters. Some have never been firefighters before, some have been firefighters their whole career. How do you get everyone on the same page, speaking the same language, and controlling all of that?
We had to make sure that nobody felt alienated through the whole process. For the position of chief is not an executive position. I'm the lead fireman. That's what I am. I have to be able to do everything that everybody else can do. When somebody doesn't know how to do it, I should be able to show them how to do it. I should be able to lead them. And all my chief staff, I've tried to build that attitude in that we have titles, we have, a command position, but we're still firefighters. If the hose needs to be loaded, we load the hose. And just this morning, we had one of our chief officers that was riding officer on the truck. I mean, he has a command car, but he was riding officer on the truck because we needed him in that position. So we had a drop dead date of January 1st that we had to be able to make our own runs. Our chief staff met December 31st before we went on track at midnight. And I said, what have we missed? What are we short on? What are we weak on? Do we have all of our equipment? Are the batteries charged? I mean, we went over every detail over and over and over again. And it's important in the fire service for the repetition, not only for the firefighters, but for the chief staff too, to what are we missing? What do we need? How do we fix it? And let's review this over and over and over again.
What do you do now that the department's back online and calls are coming in and your team needs to go out and respond to fires? How do you keep that culture up? How do you ensure that everyone is operating in the same way to the same standard?
You constantly have to look for negativity. I think that's probably one of the things that I pay the most attention to is the conversations that are going on. Everybody in the fire service knows that you have nicknames, you cut up, you enjoy being together. That's the great part of it. But when it gets personal, that's where you have to draw the line. And the negativity. The way that you address negativity is face to face, straight up. Tell them that, look, this is not acceptable. I'm not going to have it, because negativity spreads through a firehouse like cancer. But to be transparent and explain why you have a policy or why you have a plan, I think that builds trust in the fire service. And try to convey your plan, your message and your spirit to these guys that we're all pulling the same way. We're all developing something for the future. What I'm most proud of is the way that our people do interact with each other. So we took 40 guys that had never, for the most part, didn't know each other, never worked together, and built something that will last for a long, long time. I'm proud of my people. I'm proud of my firefighters. I'm proud of the job that they've already proven that they can do. but I'm probably most proud at the way that they treat each other and they treat our people. When we're on a scene, I watch my guys interact with the homeowners or the patients or the victims. I watch them interact with them and the care and the compassion that they have. I mean, I'm proud of that. I say all the time, a firefighter has to have a servant's heart. You have to want to serve people. And it's about more than just you. You're not there to be a hero, you're there to be somebody's friend. We made a run just here a couple of weeks ago, a very serious domestic run. It's heartbreaking to see somebody in that kind of pain, but our people were compassionate and kind and showed that person that we're here to help. We're not here to condemn, we're not here to judge. We're just your neighbors and we want to be your friend.
All right, that's a wrap here from Utica. What does it take to restart a fire department? It's not one decision. It's not just the chief. It's not just buying new apparatus. It's not just buying new equipment. It's not even getting 40 brand new recruits and retaining them. It's really about building a culture and a mindset of what it means to be a part of the fire service and what it means to serve a community with a servant leader mindset. And that's what Chief Jarles has done here in Utica to reestablish this department in 2025, built from scratch. So thanks for coming along.